Good evening, everybody.
Happy Tuesday. Happy day 9, everybody.
Can you believe it's already day 9?
Tomorrow is day 10. That means there's only 32 days left.
I know, it's kind of
Can
crazy.
you compute that in your mind? I
Think
know.
about it. 32 days with
It's
10 commitments.
it's nothing.
We've
You,
got that. We can do 32 more days.
you could do 32.
It's easy. We'll get it done. So tonight we have a special guest joining us, but before we introduce Sylvie, we will talk to you guys. Of course, we always have announcements before we start as people join the Zoom room. So the first thing we want to talk about is Bell Let's Talk Day,
Which is tomorrow.
which is tomorrow. As you guys saw, I posted today a post about my mental health journey. A lot of people know me on screen, have not seen the behind the scenes of what happens to me in my life. So I wanted to share today with everybody what happened to me. I was very open about it, depressed as a child. I had a loving mom and dad and my sister, but I grew up with issues with school, bullied. I felt people didn't like me all the time, and so I grew up thinking everybody hated me. Led to depression in my 20s. I gained over 300 pounds. I was over 300 pounds at one point because I didn't like myself until I came out as gay. That was another issue. I hated myself because I was that. And all the way to today, where I've now, a few years ago, decided to finally do something about it. I sought some help. I was diagnosed with severe anxiety and depression. I then started to take anxiety medication 2 years ago, which helped me a lot. But then when Keiko's passed away last year, I dived again. And you guys can notice that by the amount of weight I gained last year. I stopped caring. I stopped really. He was our life. Keikos was a really big part of us. He was always with me when I was depressed. He used to come and
He was often here.
I would go to bed when I was depressed. He would come into the bedroom. He would knock on my head because my head would be under the blanket. I would open it up and he would come inside and curl up inside my arms every single time I was depressed. So when he passed away, I didn't have that. It really hit me hard. And I cried for months. I still to this day sometimes tear up when I think about him. But with that, I realized right away that I was having issues. So I went to seek more help. I got put on a different medication this time, or a second medication for this time for actual depression. And since then, I've been able to live my life every day, balanced. I still have some days where I'm not 100%, but I've been able to get out of it. And now I talk to him about it more.
And that's everybody. I think the best thing to think of it is we see, especially when people you follow online or even your own family members, you only see what they are willing to show you. So always approach people with care and being thoughtful because you know what? We might see this much of their life, but really what's behind is this much. And so much is hidden from everybody else. So keep that in mind when you are, angry with someone or frustrated with someone or upset with someone. And if you are that person that is struggling with mental health in any way, we please ask you to find the help you need. And Bell Talk Day is one of those things that Bell does and to support mental health for anybody out there. So we really, really encourage all of you to find your support group, your support method, what you need in order to get yourself. It's hard to say out of the situation, but at least find a path to
Alleviate.
alleviate some of the stress that you might be feeling.
So I just wanted to share that today. And I know this is a tough week for everyone. It was Blue Monday. So that's why I shared that today to just let everyone know that it happens to me too. And it happens to Jean-Luc as well.
And I'm going to say it the other way too. For those of you who are supporting someone who does have mental health issues, you also need to seek support and help. You can't only give, give, give and not get anything either. So please, I've had to find my ways in order to support him because the influences happen, right? What someone, especially someone you're living with ongoingly, someone, your partner, a child, a brother, a sibling,
My mom, my
a
dad.
mom, anybody. So keep that in mind. It goes both ways. Everybody is able to find the help they need whenever they need it because it's out there. What is the main thing we always said, and we said it earlier? Asking for help is not shameful.
And we're hoping that Kickstart is helping some of you to get through January right now. I know it's cold everywhere. It's cold in Toronto. So we're hoping that, being with us during this 42 days is helping some of you with your mental health, and it's helping you guys feel supported and motivated, because that's why we're doing this. It's not just for us. We created Kickstart to support our weight loss and to share with everybody what we're doing so that we can inspire others to also lose weight and be healthy. But we're also here to try to support you guys throughout this hard time of the year.
And share your stories. The more you share and the more you talk about things, the easier it is to talk about it. I'm not saying the situation gets any easier, but the more you talk about it, the less afraid you are to admit to yourself and to others that you do need that help and support sometimes. And not only that, it allows people to know how to interact with you. So
Exactly.
thanks again for listening about that. I think it's such an important topic that we need to normalize. I hate using the fact that we need to normalize mental health, but we need to normalize it as if it's just a regular thing and it's not taboo.
Exactly.
So
another thing we want to talk about is our diamond status members. So I sent an email today. So many of you, and I will share the sheet right now to show you all the names of the wonderful people who are now diamond status. And you know what that means? You just tracked every day for 9 days. You've tracked. I'm not even on the list because we forgot to track last night. So we're not even diamond right now. But
so angry.
Proud for all of you who are able to submit your trackers every day. And remember, you can submit at any time. You can do all of them on the last day of Kickstart. You can go on the last day, like, okay, I'm just submitting them all now. It doesn't matter what you do. You don't even need to submit accurately. It's
and
just
honestly, the diamond is as long as you did number one.
Yep.
Number one is where you get diamond. As long as you went in for the 42 days and said, I came to the website and said, I checked number one. I'm coming to the website, even if you didn't any of the other commitments, because that's on you, right? That's your decision on how you want to run your 42-day Kickstart journey.
And another cool stat is out of 9 days so far, all of us who've submitted our trackers have lost 155.9 pounds.
Wow, that's phenomenal, everybody.
If you're submitting your weight, you're adding on to this total. And this is just showing us that, you know what, we're commuting together. I saw so many posts
in the last
couple of days about people sharing their weight loss and how well they're doing. And even if you're maintaining, that's still great. You're still doing things. It's all about being here and feeling happy and getting some motivation and some thoughts. I love all your posts with snacks today.
The snack posts, I'm like, oh my God, I need to do that. I actually laughed because I turned to somebody and I said, oh my God, I need to try those. And underneath, she's like, those are your recipes, Jean-Luc. I'm like, oh, I guess I've tried them before. Was that you, Susan? And I guess I've tried those before.
I tapped myself on the back. Like, I was pretty good with these daily tasks. They're working. I was like, well, good job, Nick. So we're actually working on Kickstand book. I'm actually 90% done that book. So once it's done, that'll come out. For those of you wondering what Kickstand is, it's the period between Kickstart sessions. During that time, there's less step classes. There's no Tuesday chats. There's a smaller schedule, so Jean-Luc and I can recharge, get our time back, get some time to do other things. And then we'll come back on April 20th is when orientation week begins for Kickstart Summer 2025. A new book will come out, and we're already putting stuff in. I just told Jean-Luc.
Changing up again.
One of the changes I'm making for summer is your Zoom links will now be on your daily task. So on your day, it'll say today's chat, and you'll have the Zoom link there now. So you won't have to worry about emails and looking for stuff. So that'll be changing for the summer, spring. So I'm always taking and looking what you guys are doing and figuring out how to fix things and make things a bit better. So anything you've noticed that you think, oh, Nick, this would be cool to add, just let me know, because I'm always
suggestions, because we're always open to suggestions, right? Next thing we want to talk about is the Epicure mystery host. Oh my goodness, there's been some surprise orders that just came out of the blue. Right now, there is still a deal, just letting you know, no shipping, $75 or more until Thursday, the 23rd.
So if you are looking for Epicure, I'll put the link in chat. If you're looking to try it and you don't want to pay shipping, right now is the time to do it. Plus, again, for $50, every $50 you spend, you'll get a ballot. And at the end of Kickstart, we will actually draw from those people, and you will possibly win $100, $200 worth of free product.
Depending on how much product is in the bank.
It depends on how much people order, but if you're interested in trying, there's a link.
No obligation.
Do
not feel obligated. It's just another way to give you guys some more incentive to try new products, try new stuff, and a way for us to give back to you guys.
Yeah.
Okay. Next things. Oh my God, this is exciting.
Hot off the press today.
Hot off the press today. Guess where Jean-Luc and Nick are going next December? And we want you guys
This
to come
December.
this December, December 2025. And we want you guys to come with us.
We're going to
We're going to
Jamaica.
Jamaica, everybody.
So for those of you
Uh-huh.
interested of traveling with Jean-Luc and Nick, so we're going to Costa Rica this weekend.
Saturday.
We have 20 people coming with us to Costa Rica, and this December we are going with Rustic Mama Retreats.
It is a joint venture, Rustic Mama and Jean-Luc and Nick community coming together at the same resort at the same time.
And what's fun is that Rustic Mama Retreats is open to men and women, so
Yes.
anybody can come.
So you can bring your husbands, your partners,
But not
whatever.
children, because it's an adults-only resort. So
resort.
sorry about that. And so for those of you who are interested, I'll be sending an email Saturday with all the details. And there's a early bird special that ends February 1st. So we'll send you all the links on Saturday in an email. So if you're interested in traveling to Jamaica with us, that'll be there. So
excellent. We've now done all the blah, 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 the fun stuff now.
So Shirley was asking about Kickstand. What we'll do is we'll talk about Kickstand again as we get closer to the end of Kickstart, okay?
Yeah.
So don't worry about that.
No worries about Kickstand. We will make sure you have all the details you need about Kickstand. So let's go ahead because we are so excited to have Sylvie Falardeau here tonight. Sylvie is the lovely daughter of Linda, who has been, oh my goodness, a friend of ours, actually a follower who's become a friend. She's a great friend. She lives in Northern Ontario in Sudbury.
My hometown.
In Nick's hometown, my entire family's from Sudbury as well. So it's quite funny. Funny story we'll tell you guys later. But what's really cool is Sylvie actually in high school, where I lost myself, is a high school cooking and nutritional teacher by day. So that's what she does by day. And by night, she's a Tupperware director, and she also the daughter of our lovely Linda.
If you would just read what I wrote.
I don't like reading.
Just read what I wrote. I wrote it in order.
Leave me alone. If you want to read it yourself.
Okay, thank you. I will. With a passion for helping others create healthy meals, she's been featured in a North American Tupperware catalog. Sylvie hosts in-home parties and cooking workshops in her community, specializing in helping busy moms get in and out of the kitchen quickly while making healthy choices. In today's kitchen organization workshop, she'll be sharing her expert tips on how to maximize your kitchen space, save money on groceries, and keep your food fresher for longer. Whether you're a beginner or seasoned cook, you'll walk away with some practical strategies to transform your kitchen into a more efficient and organized space. But first, she has a recipe she wants to share with us.
You sounded like Julie Chen now.
I
But
know.
first, if you ever watch Big Brother, people.
So stay tuned and let's dive in. Hi, Sylvie.
Hello. You guys can hear me well?
We can, definitely.
Excellent. Excellent. Thank you for that introduction, les boys. As they said, I am from Sudbury, Ontario. I see a lot of people in the chat. They're like, oh, hello from cold New York, from cold. I see you're cold and I raise you Sudbury cold. Minus 40 this morning. Okay.
Yes.
Unbelievable. Anyways, so yes, I am a full-time high school teacher. Puis là, attache ta tuque, I have the joy, the honor, the privilege of teaching teenagers how to cook. Pray for me, okay? It's not easy, but somebody's got to do it, okay? So I've been teaching for 17 years. I also teach French. You'll see I'm a very francophone, là. And love my job. Now it's just become, well, I grew up in the kitchen. Ever since I could remember, là, I've been in the kitchen. Puis là, I'm even going to show you, là. Mom, là, watch out, okay? I dug out my very first ever cookbook, les amis, là. Check ça. Betty Crocker, 1957, okay? It was gifted to me by my grandma in 1992. Check, là. The pages are coming apart, okay? This is how long I've been messing around in the kitchen, okay? Watch out, c'est spécial. Okay, so what I do love about Tupperware is that it helps me prepare quick meals, healthy meals. I'm very passionate about everything health, nutrition, cooking. I'm a busy mom to 2 teenagers, 13 and 15, which means I get to be around teenagers 24/7. Yay! No break ever. Mais c'est correct. So I love the Tupperware products because they help me save so much time in the kitchen. Ain't nobody got time to like mess around. Let's say that, okay? So I will show you a recipe that is on repeat in my house. If the kids will eat it, I will make it, okay? So this is what we call a microwave pressure cooker. So yes, you can cook in the microwave. Do not cringe, okay? I promise it's going to be delicious. My mom actually has this one, and I know she makes her split pea soup in this one all of the time, okay? So we're going to be using the microwave pressure cooker, but we are also going to be using the supersonic chopper. Now, this is called a one-pot pasta, okay? And you can modify however you want. You can use the chickpea pasta for extra protein. You can use whole wheat pasta. You can use, we usually do gluten-free pasta. 2 of us in the house are gluten-free. So anyways, you can use whatever type of pasta you want, okay? So first things first, I'm taking out my supersonic chopper. Ninja blades, sit lola, watch out. Do not let your children mess around with this, okay? So I have some veggies prepped. So my motto in life is hide veggies whenever you can. Are you even a parent if you're not hiding veggies? I don't know. So my little supersonic chopper in here, I've just put in an onion that I just have. Okay, Lola, keep your eyes on the prize, because this is my bicep workout sit, okay? Bicep 1, bicep 2. So the more you pull, the finer it is chopped. Check so everybody can go, oh, oui. Okay, so onions going into the food. Yay, okay, and guess what? No tears, boys. No tears. I have not chopped an onion avec mes mains là in 8 years. I've been with Tupperware for over 8 years, and it has changed my life because when you spend your whole entire day in a kitchen, you don't want to work with crappy tools, okay? And ladies, I know a lot of your husbands are like bowls and it's a knife and it's a, okay, but like, how many drills did that sucker have in your garage? How many drills does he need to do the job? I need my tools, okay, girls? I got you covered. I have a husband's Tupperware support group too, okay? Just kidding, I don't, but anyways. So in this pasta, I'm going to be using marinara sauce. Whatever type of marinara sauce you like, okay? It is red. So what does mama do? Mama hides red peppers, okay? I'm going in with a whole red pepper. Now, yeah, I try to hide the veggie, well, not hide veggies as much as I can, but we have some health restrictions at home. My son has a little bit of IBD going on with Crohn's. So all veggies have to be cooked. So this is how I sneak it in. If I were to put a green pepper, they'd be like, oh, and there's something green. But red, camouflage, mon ami. Check ça, chop, chop, just like that, okay? Céline Dion, hey, you know what? I might start singing. It's not going to sound like singing, but thank you anyways, huh? Okay, so I have a whole onion, a whole red pepper. Then I'm going in with a couple cloves of fresh garlic with my little garlic press sit, okay? So Lola, 1 clove comes ça. And I'm going to go with another. Lola, I'll show you my best party trick sit, okay? Check ça. You know that these things can be a little bitch to clean. Huh? You bet. So let's check. You open this instead of digging at it. Open it. Oh, and you can peel the little garlic skin right off that look. Okay. So easy cleaning comes to. Okay. We've got garlic. We've got onions. We've got red pepper. Get rid of my chopper. And this is, like I said, a 1-pot pasta. So everything goes in. You put it in the microwave and you forget about it. So I've got in my little freezer made container, I have a pound of ground beef. So all I need is 8 ounces. So I'm just going to divvy this up into half. Now, when you are freezing your ground beef, là, les amis, là, tupper tips it, là, put a little hole, make a little hole in the center of your patente of ground beef, because it's always the center that freezes solid, right? So when you make a little hole with a wooden spoon, whatever, it's going to thaw out quicker, okay? So I'm going in with 8 ounces of ground beef. This is back in my fridge. Then I need, you know what, maybe I'll just break this up a little bit. I need a little overhead camera. I can just, not there yet. Budgets, okay, budgets. Maybe in my 3rd career. Okay, so we've got all the goods set. Then we're going to go with 1 cup of beef broth. And beef broth is very difficult for a francophone to say. Beef broth. 1 cup. You could also make this vegetarian, use vegetable stock and just omit the meat. You could put maybe an extra veggie in there, right? Ensuite, la marinara. Comme ça. And everybody in the pool. Whichever marinara you like, okay? Puis là, le shrinkflation, les amis, check ça ici. I always buy the Classical, 600 mils. Used to be 650 mils, les petits maudits ici, là. Okay? And then to my little zhuzh here, I will add 8 ounces of penne pasta that I've already measured. Okay? Everybody in the pool, mix it up. To that, I will add Italian seasoning a little bit. Measure with your heart. And then we're going to go in with salt and pepper. Who remembers these? Blast from the past, huh? You bet. Salt and pepper, sit là.
I think my mom still has hers.
Yes.
Yeah, she does.
Because they last forever. The pasta is uncooked, Denise. So everything in here is raw, okay? And it's going in the microwave. So the way this gadget works, guys, I'll show you. There's a little, on the inside, there's like a gasket, like a regular pressure cooker would have. But regular pressure cookers kind of creep me out. Like you feel it's going to explode and blow your, okay, no, merci. And then you'll see this little yellow piton here. This is what rises when it's pressurized. There is a security lock, a security belt lock. So when it's pressurized in the microwave, okay, beep, beep, beep. When it comes out, you just wait for this to lower, about 5 minutes, and then it's safe to open. Okay, line up the arrows, seal it up. 15 to 20 minutes. It depends on your microwave wattage, but anyways. So I'll go 18 minutes. I just made dinner. Veggies, meat, pasta, and we always have some leftover for lunches the next day. So Mama kills 2 birds with 1 stone, okay? Oh, I didn't even put on my apron. Même pas besoin, not even dirty, les amis. Okay, so as the boys said, we will be talking about kitchen organization, okay? I know a lot of you have shared your goals, and some of those were to tackle kitchen organization, because when you have a system that works, everything runs smoothly. So I watched a TikTok, or I heard a TikTok, or I looked at a TikTok, or whatever, and the person, this quote stuck with me. It's hard now, easy later, or easy now, hard later. What do you want? Do you want it to be hard now, more work now, and then you can coast? Or do you want to be lazy now and have it be more difficult later, right? So I know a lot of people, you open your pantry and your cupboard and you're like, where do I start? Where do I start, right? You can start with one section. Whatever is the most encombré for you, the most problematic for you, you can tackle the one section at a time, okay? So, I don't know if you guys want to get maybe a notepad just to take down some, like if I name products and you have questions about them, maybe just jot it down. But I can assure you, we'll address the elephant in the room, ici, là. Tupperware is not out of business, là, not in North America anyways. So, all is good. They did shut down some branches in different countries, but we're good here. As the boys said, I had the honor, the privilege, okay, to be the Canadian woman you sit in the Tupperware catalog North America, okay? They asked me in April, I had to go for a photo shoot, had to write up the story and all that, and I was not allowed to say a word until August. Longest thing of my life, okay? If you go on Tupperware.ca, you click join us, you'll see my face really big on the screen and you can read my story there. Let's go. So Tupperware has allowed me to do many things. I've earned trips, I've earned a car. Imagine being a 13-year-old boy and having your mom roll up to pick you up with your buddies in a big white Tupperware mobile. The pride of my teenage son. Anyways, I no longer have that vehicle, but I freaking rocked it. I'd roll down the windows. Get it, boy. Anyways, Tupperware is still here. So I'm going to show you something, and you guys have to tell me if you remember this, okay? Retro throwback, yo. Who remembers this? Yes! We called it the celery.
My mom still has hers.
Yes, because it's still good, mon ami. It's still good, okay? We used to call this the celery container, okay? What about this one? What about this one? You guys remember this with the pick in the bottom? Comes
For iceberg lettuce.
For head lettuce, yeah.
Yeah. So some people would use it for their head of lettuce or maybe cauliflower. So these are like classic Tupperware pieces we can all remember, right? Tupperware has been around for 78 years, les amis, okay? 78 years. They have Tupperware engineers. Engineers, okay? If you do not know what you want to be when you grow up, yeah, Tupperware engineer, okay? So just to throw a little bit of nostalgia back, so we used to use this for head of lettuce, cauliflower, celery, whatnot. Now Tupperware has evolved. Like there's now cookware and pots and pans and knives and stuff I'm cooking in the microwave. Back then it was bowls, right? It has evolved, and they have now converted that crisper to a full line of what they call fridge smart containers, okay? So does anybody have these? Mom, obviously, we. Fridge smart containers, les amis.
My mom has those too.
Yes. But does she have 14? Okay. Okay. Yes, right, Julie? Many, Linda, yes, call us in. I know you have these too. Okay. So let's talk numbers, ladies and gentlemen. I want you to guess in the chat. Give me a number. How much money do you think an average family of 4 discards every year? How much are we throwing out rotten produce, stale crackers for a family of 4? Give me a guess in the comments. I feel like this is Price is Right. 1,000, 2,000, 500, 4,000. Okay. So in Ontario now, we're not at the same spot. An average family of 4 will discard $4,000 worth of food every year. Okay. $4,000, ladies and gentlemen. I believe it because I just paid $12 for a freaking bag of grapes. Okay. So Tupperware has now designed the fridge smart containers to be useful for all types of produce, not just lettuce or celery or cauliflower, everything, okay? Because these Tupperware engineers actually, with the University of Florida, they did a study and they discovered that every type of produce is a different type of breather, okay? When you breathe, you release oxygen. So example, if you are to go to the grocery store and grab a head of broccoli, okay? You go in the produce section, you take the little plastic bag, the one we don't have to pay for yet, put your head of broccoli in there, throw that in the fridge. Within a day or two, that bag will be wet. The broccoli will have sweated or breathed. Does that on sun anglais? Breathe. Anyways, release a lot of oxygen, and it's going to create condensation on the broccoli. Moisture is the enemy. Moisture is what accelerates the maturation process. So the minute that broccoli becomes wet, it's starting to go bad. So that's why after 4 or 5 days, your broccoli's limp, and sometimes there's little yellow stuff at the end. It's not being stored properly. So you have things like broccoli, asparagus, spinach. Those are all very heavy breathers. They release a lot of oxygen. They're going to go bad quick. So those would need to be vented accordingly. So these little containers have vents on them. A little slide it over, okay? Different settings. It's either open, half open, or closed. And you have a chart on the container that's going to show you how to vent accordingly to preserve your produce. Now, things like, you know what? Give me some ideas. What are some things that go bad quickly in your house? All your fruits and veggies. Yes.
Strawberries.
Right? Strawberries, blackberries, blueberries, those things, couple days and you're done, right?
Yep.
So what happens is berries are very light breathers. They need no air whatsoever. But we're buying them in a container with 42 holes in the container. Those stupid plastic patents. So the fact that it's not stored properly is accelerating the maturation process. Now, I have strawberries here I bought on Saturday. They're beautiful. Okay. Now, you know your container is doing its job when you see like little beads, you'll see little beads of moisture on your seal. That is excellent because that means the moisture is on the seal, not on the product. So you go like this, mon ami. Wipe it up, put it back. That's it. Fern adds the mushrooms. I've had mushrooms last over 3 weeks in my Fruit Smart containers. Okay. So the trick is naked, dirty, and dry. Don't wash them. Don't add anything to them. Don't cut them up. You get home from the grocery store. I have all my containers laid out and I just dump. I take them out of the packaging, dump them, dump them, dump them. Now, you can group them together by the type of breather. So this one here, actually, I'm ready to downsize. Berries and grapes are the same types of breather. So I can have my berries and my grapes together. Because see how this one's getting low? You never want more air than product in your container. So I can, oh my God, you guys, check. I can condense them, set my vent, and they're still going to be good forever and ever, amen. Okay. Now you have these little grooves on the bottom. It's like a little gutter. Okay. This is where the moisture will accumulate. It's good. So your produce sits on top of its own moisture, not in it. Ew. Okay. If you have something small like blueberries, grapes, or whatever, I would throw in a little paper towel on the bottom just so the little berry doesn't go plop in there. But this extends the life of your produce by 3 times. It's science. Okay. I don't teach science, but it's scientific. When you open them, sometimes you'll see little beads of water trying to escape. Okay. This broccoli is 2 weeks. Oh, 2 weeks, my broccoli. Okay. So you can actually stock up when produce is on sale. Feels weird, right? Lolo, I might rock your world. Do not unfriend me, Sitla. But nobody needs drawers in their fridge. Drawers are where good intentions go to die. Okay. So consider removing your drawers because it's not an air-controlled environment. The way a fridge is designed, a fan is built in, but the fan sucks everything pareil. Same, it doesn't, not good in English, okay, but it sucks out the air pareillement everywhere. Okay. So the drawer is not controlling the amount of air that your produce is exposed to. So think about it too. If you have 2 different types of breathers together, if you have a broccoli in the same drawer as your celery, well, your celery needs no air at all. Broccoli needs lots, so they're like sucking from one another and they both go bad. Okay, so consider taking out your drawers. And you're going to see your produce last such a long time. Sometimes it feels wrong. You're like, I've had this for 3 weeks, but it's still good. Okay. So this is a big, big money saver. This is one of our #1 systems. This is what everybody gets as a wedding gift from Madame Tupperware when they first start off, because every household needs to have a set. Now, considering that you can get a set for under $100, okay, and you're throwing out $4,000 worth per year, instant return. The girl math is mathing ici, okay? So these #1 ici, on sale, les amis. They're on sale, okay? Some people choose to cut up their stuff ahead of time, like carrot, celery sticks. You're not going to go to jail, okay? But they just won't last as long as they would if they weren't cut. Self-confession, dretsitla, romaine lettuce. I wash all of my lettuce ahead of time. I spin it dry, and then I just have my leaves piled up, and I'm good for at least 3 weeks. Maybe I should eat more lettuce. Don't judge me. Merci beaucoup. Okay? Now, who here wishes they had a bigger kitchen? Oh, if you're one of those people with a nice walk-in pantry, we can't be friends. This does not apply to you. Okay. En tout cas, I'm going to show you how to maximize space, especially when you're working with tight spaces. Ça se dit, ça se dit. Okay. Here we go. Okay. I'm just going to clear out water and spit place ici, là.
I feel like I'm with my family, Sylvie.
Ah,
I
you
feel
bet
like
on
I'm
it.
talking
Yes.
to my
mom.
cousins, my mom. I feel like I'm at home.
My mom posts French words all the time too, so I'm used to it.
Okay, excellent. Linda Collison, là, je vois que you're asking about cabbage. Cabbage on the chart sit là, it's the half open vent, half open or half closed, depending how you see the glass. Huh? And the newer versions, les amis, watch out là, they have a QR code on them. So you scan the container with your phone and it brings you to the website. In case you have something that's not on the chart, like bok choy or something, I don't know, most of the stuff is there. And do not worry about this chart peeling, because the way that it is conçu, là, la manière que c'est fait, là, it's like between the outside and the inside. So this will not peel off, okay? All of the Tupperware is dishwasher safe, top rack. Also, lifetime warranty, les amis. Lifetime warranty against cracking, chipping, peeling, or breaking on your Tupperware. So you can find a consultant when you have a brown bowl from 1971 that's cracked and you get a brand new one. It might be hot pink now, but the product is guaranteed. Also, fun fact from Tupperware, anything circular, any circular containers are liquid tight. Again, I do not teach math, okay? It has something to do with the radius, pi, P 3.4, okay? When you put your seal on, liquid tight, so you don't have to worry about spills in your lunch bag or whatnot. Wait, Linda, you would cut it to fit. Just come on chunk, let's say. Okay. Okay, so now let's talk about space saving sit là. So when you're thinking of tackling your pantry, your cupboards, you want to ask yourself, can I stack it? Can I stack it? You want it to, you always want to go up, and you want to talk about shapes also, okay? To maximize your space, round containers will not maximize your space. You want to go with square or rectangular stuff. So I'm going to show you our system, the OG, okay? That's been around for 78 years, the Modular Mate system, okay? So like if you were to think, like I said, stacking, let's say you had a 10-pound bag of potatoes and a bag of sugar. Okay, I have a bag of sugar. I don't have a bag of potatoes, but in your pantry, would you be able to stack your sugar on top of your potatoes? Ça là, ça chie partout, okay? Then you have, once your bag's open, what do? You put an elastic around top. Then you have all those little granules of sugar at the bottom of your cupboard or flour, say là. So you could use a potato bin, which holds the full 10-pound bag of potatoes, comme ça. And then you would use your square 2 container for your sugar. So I am now stacking a bag of sugar on top of a bag of potatoes. Okay, you would not be able to do that otherwise. Okay, so stacking. Now we're going to do a side by side, les amis, okay? We're going to do a side by side. This is your pantry. Voila. Okay, so on one side, I'm going to put some products. You go to Costco and you buy a bag of chips. Okay, merci beaucoup. Then, if you are a parent or a grandparent, you know that Costco is the place to go for les goldfish. Hein? Do not pay full price at the magasin because that is ridiculous. Now, the people at Pepperidge Farms, they thought it was really smart, like mind-blowing, intelligent, to put this little red sticky tape, thinking that a child would roll back up the bag and stick it. Like, also thinking that a child would open this properly without it like splitting like cute. Okay. Anyways,
I don't think adults do it.
My husband doesn't do it.
Okay, I didn't want to say it, but I was thinking it, guys. Okay, so best bang for your buck, Costco goldfish. Ensuite, we need a little bit of popcorn ici, là, popcorn night. Là, ça s'en vient tête, ici, là. And then we're going to go with some chocolate chips, 2 bags of chocolate chips, which have also shrunk with shrinkflation. Okay, so does anybody have this kind of situation in their household? It's not cute. ADHD going into overdrive ici, là, ça me bug, okay? And then don't forget, once they're open, then you put an elastic around top, they get stale, you get crumbs, etc. Option B here. Where did I put? Okay, option B. So if you buy any type of chips at Costco, you need a rectangular 4. This is what you need. All the bags of Costco chips fit in there. Ensuite, if you buy the Costco goldfish, you need a super oval 3. I'm ready to refill the super oval 3 fits right to the top sit. Okay. Ensuite, popcorn. This fits in here. Mon armoire est un petit peu tight, cette là. And then my 2 bag, I can do 3 bags now because they shrink. Chocolate chips ici. Okay. Voila. So when you're doing a storage system, you want to be able to stack it. You want it to be clear. How many times have you opened a freaking container of margarine and that you had to open 3 containers of margarine before finding the actual margarine? La, merci beaucoup. You need clear. If they can see it, they will find it. Same thing with your fridge prep, like those fridge smart containers. If they can see it, they will eat it. Okay. Same thing with treats. That's why we hide them. Merci beaucoup. Okay. So you want it to be stackable. You want it to be clear. Maintenant, I'm going to show you another scenario. Okay. So take these out. My pasta did the beep beep là, but I have to wait for the pressure to come down. So I'm gonna wait a few minutes for that. Okay, so là, option B. Okay, we have a bag of flour. Take this. We have a bag of oatmeal. We have 3. Oh, someone snuck in this one here. 3 bags comme ça ici, là, okay? C'est cute, ça là? All of this is wasted. So sometimes what do? We would put like a bag of chips there, maybe a bag of marshmallows to try to, okay, là, check ça ici. If I were to, you know what? I can even add this bag of sugar in here too. Hey, so see, this looks homey. Okay, so on this side, this is for my bag of gluten-free flour. This fits the bag of sugar perfectly. I need to refill. That's why I have the bags here. This is for my oats, comme ça. Ensuite, les petits Teddy Grahams, là. All 3 bags fit in here. Hello. Hello. Okay, so when you modularize your pantry, you immediately gain, oh, that's okay, Kevin. You immediately gain 33% more room, 1/3 more room, okay? So when we are working with a regular or smaller size kitchen, you want to modularize. If you are a camper traveling, these are excellent for camping because they are airtight. So mice, rodents, bibits cannot smell through them. They will not chew through them. You can hide your dog treats. Your dog will not find them. He cannot smell them. It is airtight, okay?
I'm going to interpret bibits are bugs for all those English people.
Bibits are bugs, yes, bugs. Okay, no bugs. Now, when it's time to do your spring cleaning, les amis, là, this is what you do, okay? Take out your containers and you go like, are you ready? Spring cleaning is done. Whereas these cupboards, you would have that white sugar and flour and all of those gross stuff at the bottom. A good idea to help update. Do a party, you can save money. Yes, you redid all your cupboards with these containers. Joyce, we need a picture. Your masterpiece. Yes. So Tupperware, same as Jean Epicure, let's say, original home parties. So when you do host a party, you can get mega deals. I do offer custom pantry organization. I do house calls. I saw a lot of you guys, well, a few of you guys are from Sudbury, Summer, and Azilda. So I am near to you guys. One thing that is a total game changer is your spices, les amis. Does anybody have like a disaster spice? I knew it, you guys would raise your hand. I knew it. Okay.
It's not that bad, but it's bad.
It's bad. And he organizes it, and within a day, it's all messed up again. So it's like,
right? But when you set up a system, boys, check this. So let's say I
haven't been allowed
have
to set up a system in there yet, Sylvie. I haven't been allowed.
Oh, please.
So let's say I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bags of spices. Do you guys love the lemon dilly freaking Epicure law? Okay, love it. However, can't stack stuff on top. Let's see, like if you have jars, you can't. Ça tombe, là, this falls, là, it's glass. See, so like imagine. So again, all of this is wasted, and then you have to take out. Okay, is this onion powder? Is this cinnamon? Is it? You know what I mean? Or you could do this. You don't underestimate the fun a teacher can have with a label maker and spice shakers. Okay. So I have 6 bags of spices, 6 containers ici. And what I've done, so one for that one jar, this one I did with, what's this company? Sunset Gourmet. So I've just peeled off from the jar, right? So you could peel off the little label ici, and then be able to stack, because you can't really stack jars and jars and jars, right? But like when you love your spices, you want your spices. Let's see that. There you go. So Teresa said the stickers fit perfectly on the little spice shakers. So saving money here. Ladies and gentlemen, you want to go to Bulk Barn. Bulk Barn is where you will find the best bang for your buck on spices. Spices are expensive, okay? But let me tell you a secret. When you go to Bulk Barn and you walk down that aisle with 57,000 spices, they're all Clubhouse spices. They are all brand name spices. It's not some no-name knockoff shit, okay? Brand name. So you bring in your own containers, make sure they're clean, clear, and you get a discount on Sundays, okay? They have what's called Sustainable Sundays. So you could go in with all of your modular mates, your spice shakers, whatever, make sure they're empty and clean. You bring them to the little madame, whatever, and she just weighs them at the end, weighs them again. You save minimum 15% off your total order. And sometimes they have the coupons you can tag on. I've once saved 40% off my total order, okay? So Bulk Barn on Sundays, always the cheapest for your spices, and depending on the deals they have for like your flour, sugar, all that kind of stuff. Now, does anybody have a box of baking soda in their fridge? Like the little Arm & Hammer, I don't know the brands in the United States, but you know that little baking soda in the fridge? We usually keep that in the fridge to keep our fridge smelling fresh, absorb the odors, get rid of the smell, right? Okay, yeah, lots of you have the baking soda in the fridge. Maintenant, does anybody have a box of baking soda in their pantry or in their cupboard? Most likely for baking. Okay, so if your baking soda in your fridge is absorbing the odors, taking the gunk out, it's doing the same thing in your cupboard. Your baking soda in your cupboard is absorbing all of the odors and the stuff.
That's why it smells like all those, it tastes like, when he makes cakes, it tastes like curry.
Well, you said it. Then we're taking a teaspoon and we're putting it in our banana bread or whatnot. Anything white belongs in an airtight modular mate container, okay? This oval one is the perfect size for the box of baking soda or baking powder. So anything white, okay? You're talking baking powder, baking soda, your pancake mix, your flour, your sugar, all of that, all of the things that have active ingredients need to be in an airtight modular mate, okay? We like to call these Legos for ladies because you can customize however you want. So 4 sizes, square, oval. Okay, see what happens? Oh, okay. Or rectangular and super oval. They all work together. This can go on top of this with an oval in the front, with this on the side, okay? Whole bunch of different things. Oh, I forgot to tell you. All of our modular mates right now are 50% off. Not to tell you guys that, okay? 50% off for the modular mates. There's a whole bunch of sets available and all that. I'll put my info in the chat at the end. But it is prime time.
For anybody wondering about those links, we'll share everything in our Facebook Kickstart group after the chat tonight. So we'll get Sylvie's information, and so you guys can go look if you're interested in any of the products that were shared today.
Perfect. Merci, mon ami. So they have a whole bunch of different collections available. You could buy individually if you just want like one container for your chips or whatnot. Those are reduced also. So they allow you to maximize space because you can go all the way to the top, okay? Freeing up a lot of space. You should ask my mom how many modulars she has in her house. So I went and I organized. My daddy was not happy, but you know what? You pick your battles. You pick your battles, okay? Oh, let's check our pasta. Woohoo! Okay. My little piton is down.
Sylvie,
So
there's a question in the chat about if they can purchase in the US from you as well.
Not from me. You'll have to find someone in the US of A. Oh, you know what? If you are in the US, I have someone you can purchase from, a very dear friend of mine.
Perfect.
Who is in the US. So maybe I can give you his info and we'll add it to the group.
Yep.
Yes, please. Please.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Oh, watch out, Sylvie. Check ça. OK. Là. Pasta la vista, drette. Ouh, il fait chaud. OK. Check ça, les amis. Nice hearty bowl of pasta ici.
Can I have some? I love pasta.
Full meal, 15 minutes. Oh, so difficult. So difficult.
You have your meal as you organize your pantry, you have your meal cooking in the microwave.
Exactly. Well, sometimes what I do, like, because in this pressure cooker, like you could do like a little roast or like a stew, throw in some stewing beef with potatoes, carrots. Sometimes I'll throw it in 20 minutes in the microwave. I'll go for a walk around the block as my dinner's cooking.
Yeah.
Whereas if I had the stove on or whatever, I'd have to like stand on attention, so multitasking, sit là. Freezer organization. That's a whole other yes, I will absolutely share the recipe, Denise. Freezer organization, that's a whole other beast. Huh? Where's my freezer mates? Okay, so earlier you saw me take out my little freezer mate container sitlo. Now you will see there's a variety of different sizes. If you look the bottom, there's like a little slight curve here, look, because the Tupperware engineers design these that way so that air can flow around, so it will freeze evenly, thaw evenly, etc. when they are stacked up. Now, variety of different sizes available. There's even one more I'll show you guys, depending on what you're looking for. But the beauty of it is no freezer burn, okay? No freezer burn, swear to God. The frost accumulates on the seal, not on your product. Now, rule of thumb, for all of your products, modular mates, freezer mates, and your fridge smarts, you always want to try to keep them 3/4 full, okay? You never want more air than product in your container. If you have, you don't want your crackers to go stale, so less air, etc. Website 4-piece Fridge Smart set is on sale in the US. Yes, Cabinet. So currently the Fridge Smart set is on sale in Canada also. It's regular $124 and it's on for $87. Okay. The modular mates are all 50% off. Freezer mates, they're not on sale per se. But yes, we will get all that info to you. Okay. So let me show you the magic, the beauty. When you go to the grocery store, you're in the freezer aisle, you're walking down, okay? Everything's nice and flat. The frozen corn, the French fry, all the bags are laying flat. So beautiful. Then you get home, you put that in the freezer, and you freeze like this, a hunk of chunk, okay? If you take one of those little bags, frozen peas, let's say, and you look around the seam, there's little teeny tiny holes in that bag, so that the air comes out, so everything can be flat and nice and beautiful in the grocery store for short-term freezing, right? Then you get home, you throw in the freezer, hunk of chunk. Well, in the freezer made containers, individually, no clumps, check, individual blueberries, no clumps, you can do that with your corn too, okay? Individually, no clumps. So, freezer made containers for the win. Now, if you are looking to, again, we talked about shapes. So these, because they're rectangular, you can stack however you want. If you were to put something round in your freezer, you're just not maximizing space as much as you could. Now, what I use is this dollar store chalk writer. So you can take this and you can just write on it, beef, let's say, whatever. And this washes off with hot soapy water. Make sure you wipe it off before putting it in the dishwasher because it could like bake on. $2, okay? You can use this also to label anything you want, and it washes off. I've also done it like on the side here, depending how you're going to stack these in your freezer, okay? I've also used just a piece of painter's tape, and then I just write on it, and it peels right off. So you don't abîme tes contenants. You don't endommage. I don't know the word in English, okay? But believe it or not, boys, I do have a bachelor's degree in English literature.
But you're from Sudbury, so.
And a bachelor's degree in French also.
I tell you, my mom's the same.
It won't damage, is what you're trying to say. It won't
That's
damage.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Now, if you are a meal prepper and you want stuff in the freezer to go from the freezer to the microwave, this is the ones you're looking for. These are called vent and serve containers. Anyways, all of this, a million different things available. Now, Tupperware offers a membership like Costco, but better, okay? You can pay $20, and that gives you a membership, your own account number, password, patente, and you save 25% off all of your purchases, minimum 1 year. So You could get all of your modular mates at 75% off tonight. You could get the Fridge Smart, it's 30% off plus 25, 55% off the Fridge Smart. You always tag on that 25% off if you go with the membership.
So, Sylvie, question for you. So we were just talking, Jean-Luc and I. So would we be able to create a party in Canada for ourselves, and then all the free products we could give away to our Kickstart members?
Yes.
So we're going to do the same thing we do with Epicure, everyone.
Yep.
We are going to create a party with Sylvie that you guys can use to order Tupperware products, and we will then draw from those orders the free products we will give away to someone who ordered as part of we'll work with Sylvie to create one in the States with her contact as well, so that you guys can also possibly win free products from us as well.
Yes, we'll do that for sure. Okay, so what I will put right now in the chat, I will just put my, if you guys want to join my Facebook group, that's where I do my recipes, my live, I'm Instagram, I'm not really good with Instagram, stuff like that. You know what I mean? So Facebook, I'll put it here in the chat if you guys want to join. There you go. And do you guys have any questions?
Someone asked about eggs.
Oh, eggs.
Eggs.
Eggs, we don't have anything for eggs per se. I like to use a rectangular. Again, you want to stack, you want to go up, right? So I just have this kind of bin here where I could fit a good 3 dozen eggs. You want to go up. So get rid of your drawers, friends. I keep my drawers for cheese and sparkling water.
And another thing I heard for drawers, which especially for people who have ADHD or people who really want to see, use your drawers for your condiments, not for your produce. Put your sauces in there, your salad dressing, jarred salad dressings, put those in there, because you have to dig for them. Leave your drawers, your doors, shelves for produce, strawberries, the things that you're going to want to eat more often and quicker, so you see them right away.
Yes, for sure. Yes, Suzanne, these specials are valid in the USA also. Obviously price difference, but they are on sale. Same flyer, US price, Canada price.
Canadian price.
Yeah. Oh, onions. Onions do not belong in the fridge unless they're already cut into. So onions need to be stored in a dark, cool area. You could have a little onion bin like this, which stacks perfectly on top of your potato bin. But onions should not be in the fridge. You want to keep moisture away.
And is it true? I heard that a cut onion, you should not keep it for a very long time. It should be something a produce you should use as soon as possible, because it does collect bacteria really quick.
That's right. Yes.
The French is coming out there.
You got it, Renee. Okay, so we'll do that. We'll create a party.
Yep. Yes.
Yeah, we'll
set up a link, and then when you guys are ready to redeem the credits, you can do whatever you want with them to whoever.
Perfect. Yeah, that's exactly what we do with Epicure as well. So what we'll do, everybody, is we'll talk to Sylvie. We'll get the links tomorrow. I'll share them in the Facebook group, and then you guys can order from there and get the sales. And then we can then get whatever we get in free product. We'll
give it right back to all.
We'll give it all back to all you guys. We'll do a draw at the end of Kickstart, so you guys can win some free Tupperware products. So, thank you so much, Sylvie, for joining us this evening.
This was awesome. It was so cool. I know I'm going to be looking for some Tupperware for myself, because there's certain containers that
I'm tired of the bags.
Yeah,
the green
me
bags.
too. The green bags
I'm
are
tired
just
of them. So I'm like, maybe we should just get rid of those. And...
I want some of those. I want my broccoli to last 3 weeks. I want my strawberries to last longer.
Yeah, because I'm sorry, everybody. If a strawberry gets slightly bruised,
like I'm not eating it.
I can't eat it. I can't eat it.
You guys don't have any Fridge Smarts? You don't?
No, we don't.
We will be now.
We will be now. So that's why we're going to order as well as part of the party. So it'll be included in the totals in the end. So we're gonna order
Yes.
stuff as well. It's just we thought, we were talking while you were presenting, like, oh, they can do parties. Why don't we do the same thing for this? Because
Yeah.
we love giving back to the community. We love that people can organize their fridges, save money in the long run, so you're not wasting your produce. So it's all good things. And you guys know how OCD I am about my organization. So any chance for me to organize even more?
Definitely. And what
It's
I
so
love
much
what
fun.
Sylvie has said. What have we told you guys from the get-go, from years? Square containers, maximize spaces. And when we say square, it's not angled square. They're actually square containers because angles, you
Waste
lose
space.
wasted space, right?
Mhm.
Clear containers, you see the produce that you're eating. You're less likely to waste because if it's in a container that you don't know what's in it, you're like, oh, I don't know what's in there. I'm not even.
Or you open it up and it's been walking around a few weeks, and you're like, oh, I had mac and cheese 3 weeks ago. It's still there. Yeah, that's usually what happens when you have non-clear containers. Because
Yeah.
we love, like, our fridge is very organized,
yeah.
but not with the containers. Because like
We need better
we need better
containers.
containers. So
We
we
need better
actually
containers.
yeah. So we just switched a bunch, and we'll switch a bunch for this too.
More.
Yeah.
More.
There you go.
Awesome.
Thank you so much, Sylvie. You were a hoot. You
Yeah.
were so much
There's
fun.
a comments on Facebook too saying, I love her. She's so funny.
You are adorable and absolutely beautiful, to let you know. You're so beautiful.
Thank you.
Absolutely beautiful. You're very welcome. On that note, guys, thank you so much for being here. Thank you, Sylvie. We will be in touch. We'll talk. We'll make sure that we organize the party for everybody. Get
Yes.
that all set up.
Tomorrow morning, step
Tomorrow
class,
morning, step class.
5:30, 6:30
No, I'm not
a.m.
getting up at 5:30.
6:30 a.m. And no, we will create a party for both Canada and the US. So we will
Yes.
create 2
So
parties.
hold off. You guys can start looking at the websites and start perusing. And once we have the links, then we'll let you know, okay? Because we want to make sure that we get the links before you start ordering. Because if you order prior to getting the links, we're not sure if they're going to be able to link them in the US. So we want to make sure that everything's organized in advance.
Yeah.
So like we said, we'll get all the information from Sylvie. So she'll probably we'll send an email. We'll get it all set up, and then
Yeah.
we'll let you guys be able to share the links and be able to order, and then we'll see who wins at the end. Hey, we're giving away Epicure at the end now, Tupperware at the end. You guys have 3 Kickstart prizes. What else? What else can we do? No, we
I'm just
can't do
joking.
that yet. Sorry, we can't give away new cars. Sorry.
Oh,
Can you
and then
imagine?
don't forget Rustic Mama.
Oh yeah, the Rustic Mama
Rustic
weekend
Mama
as well.
retreat weekend as
So
well.
keep submitting, keep joining, keep tracking everybody. There's a lot of things to come up. We're doing this because we know, hey, we're human. We know that giving prizes makes people want to submit their trackers. So submit your tracker. You might win some prizes. Thanks so much, Sylvie. Have a good
Great
night,
night.
everybody.
Stick around, Zoom.
Yeah, stick around Zoom. We're going to end the live feed.